am I to be here? Climbing all my fears like they're nothing but a mountain with a view. Like there's never been a dream I can't pursue. Well, who am I not to be?
Hey, what's up everybody? Dawn the Self-Esteem Queen. Ooh, I'm being outshined. Yeah, so I wanted to come to you guys with a video today, and I always say that God is good, but God is really good because He'll always bring something or someone into your life to help you to see things in a different perspective. And so today I just want to tell you guys, like seriously, coming from somebody who hustles like no other, please stop making excuses and start making adjustments to your life. You know, I'm not the people's life coach. You know, I say things that you need to hear and not necessarily things that you want to hear. And sometimes people come back to me years later and they'll say, oh, you know, I didn't understand why then, but I totally understand it now. My job is to plant the seed. And the first seed that I plant with people is that mindset is everything. You know, and we always act like we're so busy to do this and so busy to do that. And we don't have time to do this and we don't have time to do that. Well, I think maybe you're not making the best use of your time. If I can get up, if I can come out, if I can feed my friends without homes, if I can take the time to write the updates to my website, if I can take the time to consult with my clients, if I can take the time to be a mom, a daughter, when I get a chance, a sister, an aunt. And it's a lot of traffic in LA. I don't really like to listen to the excuses that people give me for so many different things. You know, if you are looking to make a change in your life and you are looking to up level where you're at right now, all the excuses, listen, my back has been hurting since college. Okay, let's see. I have abandonment issues. Let's see. Sometimes I binge eat when I have high anxiety. Let's see. Haven't had a real chance to exercise the way that I've wanted to consistently. None of those are excuses. They're not excuses for me, you know, being out of shape. There are no excuses for me not being able to do the work that needs to be done. There's never an excuse. And so some of you sit and you have become experts at making excuses. You have become experts at saying, I'll take care of it tomorrow, or when I get the right people around me, or you have all these ors. Or is another word for procrastination. And some of you are procrastinating when you could just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect right now, but if you just take the first step and do it, it's one step closer to the end. And a lot of you are procrastinating, and then you're reaching out to me and you're saying, I really, really need your help, but you're not willing to take that extra step. Some people, you know, when I say, you know, don't make excuses, make adjustments, some people are experts at whatever they're an expert in, and they don't want to take constructive criticism from somebody that is an expert at something else. And I'm here to tell you, life without constructive criticism, I don't know how people are living that life. You know, I give constructive criticism, I take constructive criticism, and the people that I give constructive criticism to, they know it's constructive, right? There are people around me that are a lot smarter than me because I'm not an expert at everything. And some of you are wanting to be the person in the spotlight. You're wanting to be and there's only one, and he's above. You know, we're doing this for his pleasure, but really we're doing it because we want to be popular. Stop making excuses and start making adjustments. I mean, I've already spent years living by the water. There are a lot of people that lived around me, and until I met them personally, I didn't know what they did. but they played an intricate part to something, whether it was their thing or corporate America's thing. They played a big part in that thing, and they lived right by me in the marina. They weren't asking anybody, do you know who I am? Well, don't you know what I did? The I syndrome will keep you away from your dreams. You have to change your mindset. You really have to change your mindset. Are you here to help people, or are you here to feed your ego? It's a question that I ask because sometimes we're around people who are awesome for us at a moment, and sometimes we hang out in places that are awesome for us in the moment, and then we realize when something happens, I'm not in alignment with this place. I'm not in alignment with these people. And that's the reason why I'm bringing back Don't Be Bitter, Be Better, how to eliminate toxic people, places, and things from your life. This is my third time doing it. I love doing it every single time that I do it, but I haven't done it in several years, probably since before my kids were born, and they'll be 4 this month. So I wanted to come back and, do Don't Be Bitter, Be Better, because a lot of us are holding on to toxic people, places, and things. It's like, sometimes it's just that one sign that it's time to move on. And some of us aren't moving on because we're afraid to move on. We're afraid to move on and make new friends who are more meaningful than the old friends because we've known the old friends longer. We're afraid to leave a job because, it's the stability, that we think we need in life. We're afraid to step out on faith because we don't really have the faith of a mustard seed like we say we do. But I'm telling you, you have to stop making excuses. You have to stop making excuses. I can't get up any day, and I've said this before, but let me say it again. There is not one day that I can get up and make an excuse. I retired my mom before retirement age to come work for me. I have a legitimate corporation, 3 actually, that I pay corporate taxes on every year. I have a couple of employees. I'm about to hire a few more. I'm building a business. If I'm sick, certainly I could work from home. But I like to be an example to the people that work with me and the people that work for the SEQ Hope Foundation that are working around the vision. I want to be the person that they see in the forefront, because if I'm the brand and I'm always incognito, who am I leading? You have to first lead the people around you. Are they inspired by you? If they're not inspired by you, are you faking it to make it? Because some people are doing just that, and beside the fancy cars that are being leased, and besides the big houses, and besides the appearance of a perfect home, there's a lot of misery. Are you really happy? And if you're not, you need to change your mindset around this facade that you have, right? Because we can all get on Facebook and say some pretty darn great things about ourselves. Or we can get on Facebook and say, some pretty untruthful things about ourselves. But when you are away from all of social media, are you really making a difference in the lives of others if that's what you're here to do? Especially if you're following somebody like me, like people that support the self-esteem queen, people that support the different things that I do, my foundation, Light the Mood, the mentoring that I do for the LGBT community, the mentoring that I do for the youth and Native American communities, the mentoring that I do to help end child sex trafficking in America. If you really believe in those causes and you support the work that I do to champion the growth of our youth, then you're aware. You're very aware that I'm not one of those make excuses type people. You're very aware that I sat at home with my children for 2.5 years and worked from home and still coached clients and still traveled and still went and spoke on the Maury show and the Trisha show. You're aware. You're aware. And there's never a moment that I can tell my mom, well, Mom, you're not really retirement age yet, so can you go look for a job to help supplement the income? Sometimes you have to stop pretending that you're cheering yourself on if your habits are really causing the demise of your spirit. Let me say that again. Sometimes you have to stop pretending, right, that you're cheering yourself on when your habits are causing the demise of your spirit. Some of you guys are just genuinely unhappy, and I don't say that with pride. You know, a lot of people write me and they are, you know, they tell me, oh, I'm suffering from depression. I may live with the knowledge of it being around me, but I don't suffer from it. Maybe from holding this camera up like this because, well, I'm not used to holding my camera up like this. But I'm not suffering. You know, I have these like little pimples that come on my hands. It's caused from anxiety, but it's like a skin eczema. And they're painful, you know, but they're not debilitating. I spend my life working with my hands, and my hands would be the things that are affected. It affects the tips of my fingers. Can't let it stop me. I can't make an excuse, right? And some of you are taking these excuses and you're holding on to them for dear freaking life. And I'm trying to tell you today that if you don't stop holding on to those excuses and you don't start making adjustments to your life, you're going to be saying the same thing week after week, month after month, year after year, and you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass, and you're going to come to somebody like me, and you're not going to like the truth that I tell you, that you're staying in the same place stagnant because you're afraid to step out on your faith, because you don't really have faith. So maybe instead of fronting for the gram, right, or jumping on Periscope, or jumping on Snapchat, or posting pictures to Instagram, maybe you should get your life. And if the people around you aren't helping you and inspiring you to keep going, then you should definitely check out my series that starts in less than 2 weeks, April 18th. That's a couple Mondays from now. Don't Be Bitter, Be Better, How to Eliminate Toxic People, Places, and Things from Your Life. It's absolutely free, and I believe that everybody needs it, and so that's why I'm providing it, and it'll change your life, trust me. So, Dawn the Self-Esteem Queen. I am going to be coming back with another video later on, and I'm going to do a story time video. And this story time video is going to be that one time that I could have gotten killed by the man who was on his way to kill his wife, but somehow I stopped the whole thing without even knowing. Exactly. Story time is next. Dawn the Self-Esteem Queen.
Who am I to be here, climbing all my